Salut! Bienvenue à la classe français. Je m'appelle Mademoiselle Ose. Hi! Welcome to French class. My name is Miss Ose. Comment allez-vous? J'espère que vous allez très bien. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very, very well. Always remember that French is a beautiful language. It is easy to learn when we're going to have fun learning it together. Now, what is our topic today? Hmm, les objets dans la classe et à la maison. Les objets dans la classe et à la maison. Hmm, what does this mean? Les objets dans la classe et à la maison. Can we say that? Les objets dans la classe et à la maison. What does it mean? It means objects in the classroom and at home. Objects in the classroom and at the house. So today we're going to be learning about the objects we find around our classroom and objects we find in the house. Now, what are these objects? When you go to your living room, what are the objects you see? In your classroom, what are the objects you see? We're going to learn how to identify these objects all in French. Dis les objets de la classe sont là. Telling the objects in class without help. Écrivez les objets dans la classe sans erreur. Writing the objects in class without errors. So that's our goal and objective for this lesson. Now, sit back and pay attention. Asseyez-vous et soyez attentive. S'il vous plaît, soyez attentive. Pay attention. Now, les objets dans la classe. The objects in the class, the first one we're looking at is la chaise. La chaise. Can we say that? Encore. Very good. La chaise. The next object we're looking at is la table. La table. La table. Very good. And la table means what? Table. La chaise means what? Chair. Very good. The first two objects we're looking at is the table and the chair. The table and the chair are the objects you use in the class. You use the chair for sitting and you use the table for writing. So these are the objects we have in class. The next object we're looking at is un cahier. Un cahier, can we say that? Un cahier. Un cahier. What does it mean? It means a book. A book. Your notebook. A book. Un stylo. Un stylo. Un stylo. And stylo is what? A biro. Very, very, very good. Now, the next object we have in our classroom is la porte. La porte. Can we say that? La porte. Encore. La porte. And la porte is what? La porte is the door. La porte is the door. The next object we have is la fenêtre. La fenêtre. La fenêtre. La fenêtre is what? The window. Very, very good. It is the window. The next object we have is un crayon. Un crayon. Un crayon. And crayon is what? A pencil. A pencil. The next one we have is un livre. Un livre. Un livre. Un livre. Can we say that? Un livre. Un livre is what? A textbook. Very, very good. Now let's look at the next object you have in the class. We have un tableau. Un tableau. Un tableau. Un tableau. And un tableau is what? It is a board. In our class, we have un tableau blanc. Un tableau blanc. Un tableau blanc is what? Very good. It means a white bird. In class, we use a white bird. Now, the next object we have in class is l'horloge. 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 Very good. And it is what? The clock. It is the clock. The next object we have is une règle. Une règle. Une règle. Une règle is a ruler. Une règle. Une règle is a ruler. And we have une gomme. Une gomme. Une gomme, which is an eraser. Now, the next object we have is la poubelle. La poubelle. La poubelle. Répétez après moi. La poubelle. Very good. La poubelle is the dustbin. La poubelle is the dustbin. And we have un sac. Un sac. Un sac. Un sac. Can we say that? Un sac. And un sac is your school bag. Un sac, it's a bag. It's the bag. Now, the next object we have is les objets à la maison. Les objets à la maison. What does this sentence mean? Very good. It means the object in the house. The object in the house. The first is le salon. Le salon. Le salon. And what is le salon? Le salon is the living room. Le salon is the living room. Your living room or your sitting room. Now, the first object we have is le fauteuil. Le fauteuil. Le fauteuil. And which is your armchair. The last one we have is la peinture. La peinture. La peinture, which is your painting. And we have la télévision. La télévision. La télévision, which is your television. Which is your television. We also have les rideaux. Yes, every house has a curtain. Can we say that? Les rideaux. Les rideaux, very good, which is the curtain. We have la porte. La porte. La porte, which is the door. We also have la table. La table. La table, which is your table. Which is the table. Now, the next part of the house is la chambre. Can we say that? La chambre. La chambre. La chambre is what? The bedroom. La chambre is the bedroom. Now we have the first one, le lit. Can we say that? Le lit. Le lit, which is the bed. Which is the bed. We have l'armoire. L'armoire. L'armoire, which is your wardrobe. Which is the wardrobe. The wardrobe where you keep your clothes, your shoes, your belongings. L'armoire. Very good. We have le bureau. Le bureau. Le bureau, which is your study desk. Which is your study desk. Now, the next part of the house we're looking at is la cuisine. La cuisine, can we say that? La cuisine. And la cuisine is where it is the kitchen. It is the kitchen. Now, the first object in the kitchen we're going to be looking at today is l'évier. L'évier. Can we say that? L'évier. Très bien. Which is what? Your sink. Your sink that you use to do what? Wash your dishes. The next one we're looking at is cuisinière à gaz. Cuisinière à gaz. Cuisinière à gaz, which is your gas cooker. Which is your gas cooker. The next object is l'assiette. L'assiette. And l'assiette is what? Your plates. Your plates. Now we're looking at the last part of the house, which is la salle de bain. Say it. La salle de bain. Et encore. Encore. Très bien. Which is what? The bathroom. The bathroom. And the first object we're looking at today is la douche. La douche. Can we say that? La douche. And la douche is the shower. We have l'évier. L'évier. L'évier is the sink. And we have le savon. Le savon et l'éponge. Et l'éponge, which is your soap and your sponge. Your soap and your sponge. So these are just a few objects that were mentioned in this video. Now, go back and practice. Remember that practice makes perfect. Pronounce the objects. Write down the objects in French. Hard work pays. Write down the objects in French. And also learn more objects. Learn more objects. These are a few objects that were mentioned. Learn more objects. Thank you for watching. Au revoir. À bientôt.